if you don't make a drastic change in your life, everything is going to stay the same. And I feel like really what my message is here, let's come back to the point. Coming back to the point of like, I want to quit, I want to this, I want to that. Coming back to the point is maybe not so much quitting entirely, but just changing the way that I do things, changing the way that I see life, changing my perspective, changing like how in the past before I used to think big, but like delusionally big. You know what I mean? Because there's me thinking, well God, if you can do the impossible, and I believe you to do the impossible, then why can't I think this and why can't I think that? Like no, but it's actually quite dangerous. When I was thinking certain things, I wasn't being fully realistic as to where I was there and then in the moment, as to what is really realistic for me in my life. Maybe I've hyper-fixated about this whole thing and just the idea of God, whereby we had a very serious relationship, whereby no, things used to be so good. Like just even looking back now, like oh, it's actually really sad. It used to be so good. I used to be happy to like what's the word when you say like you're really happy about something, like elated. I used to be like that. It's not even funny, like delusionally happy just to wake up, just to see another day, just to even talk to God. And when I say talk, I'm saying actual talk, having just a normal conversation. I'm not here to ask you for nothing. I just want to actually genuinely spend time with you. At first, it's like a honeymoon. It's sweet, it's exciting, it seems like you've got something to look forward to. It's almost an adventure you're going on, and it's fun. Like, I actually even miss the fun out of all of it, to really be honest with you, mate. The closer and closer that you get to God, it doesn't get any easier, let me just say that. Like, God will still have you, he'll be by your side, protecting you, loving you, taking care of you. Don't get me wrong, yes he will, but it doesn't separate from the fact that persecution, you're still going to have to face it. Jesus was sleeping inside the boat whilst there was a storm going on, and just even that analogy in itself is like whatever storm you're going through in life, it doesn't mean that the storm is going to stop. It doesn't mean that God is going to come in. Like walking with God, it doesn't mean you're going to walk with him and life is going to be perfect. Now you're never going to have any problems. The problems, oh, they're still going to be there. Oh, they might even get worse. They might even get worse. But it just means that going through the storm, going through challenges, going through tribulations, going through persecution, going through all of these things, that he's going to be there with you. And you'd think, but why was Jesus sleeping? As if, like, hello, can't you see this storm? And that's also what it's going to feel like sometimes. It looks like he's doing nothing about it, but behind the scenes he's working. He's always working. He is always working. Please trust and believe. So you're going back to the motivation now, like, do you know what I mean? This is what I mean, like, I can't run away from it. I can't run away from it. It does get better in the end, or like eventually, like gradually with time, things do get better. I'm not gonna lie, they do. They do. Even if it's not to the level that you expected or you prayed for, or just that you thought was gonna be, eventually it gets better with time. Like, I know they say, oh, things don't happen overnight, and I believe that as well, but back in the day I was also delusional to think that overnight this is going to happen and that's going to happen. I had to snap out of that one, mate. I had to Oh, it's not even funny, Oh, I really had to snap out of a few things, not going to lie. Oh God, thank you for deliverance. It's not even funny. I used to also fall into the trap of, well, obviously at the time I didn't know, but falling into the trap of believing and just taking in straight away of what these prophets and people that I'm thinking God has sent to me to use as a vessel to speak to me, to get a message to me, because I'm always at home and I'm barely socialising, and that's the whole other thing. But yeah, so watching these videos and taking it in like straight away, The title alone resonates with me. Oh yeah, that's my message, I'm taking it. They say one thing that God has confirmed to me or told me already, I'm taking it as my message. Like, not really taking it back to God. I did it a few times, but not all the time consistently taking it back to God to really test the spirit. Like, no matter how bad, like, this is another thing. No matter how bad, no matter how great, no matter how good that word sounds, no matter how badly it applies to me or I feel like it applies to me there and then in the moment, I should have taken it back to God more, I think, rather than leaning on my own understanding. And maybe that's also the reason why certain things it's led to my disappointment in these things and also in God towards Him, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Realizations, mate, realizations. This is life. Have the realization, acknowledge it, accept it, take it for what it is, and continue. But just in general, like, I feel like my whole life I've been really gullible to everything, to people, to places, to things, everything. To everything. That one is definitely a whole nother conversation for another day. Oh, and I just can't even believe it. Sometimes I really think back to certain things and I'm like, what the heck? Like, what were you thinking? What were you actually thinking? Why did you believe this? Why did you believe this? Why did you believe this? Like, genuinely, I don't know if I was living in fairy tale, absolute fantasy land. I don't know, like, no, genuinely, the way, like, my thought process towards things. I don't know what situation you're going through today. What situation you've been going through for months, for weeks, for years, I don't know. But I will say that speaking about it does help. Whether you speak about it to God, whether you even believe in God, I don't know. Whether you have a friend, a parent, a sibling, a relative, a colleague, someone that you can confide in, I would encourage you to speak to them, to speak to them. Or just even sometimes, because even I've been a person where, like, I struggle to open up. I'm not gonna lie, I do. Because I know then opening up, like, first of all, I don't want to be a burden to anyone. Second of all, to speak on these things, I'm now having to make myself vulnerable, putting myself in a position to break down. And the thing is, like, when I break down, like, crying, like, sometimes I can't stop. So if I start, I don't know when it's going to be the end. I don't know, have you got enough time for me to express myself in a way that, like, I don't know, are you even going to understand me? Like, do you know what I mean? There's so many things. But I will say that just speaking out loud, getting your thoughts out there, even, like, as well as speaking in your heart or speaking in your head, like, to yourself. Just speaking to yourself sometimes. Like, if you don't want to speak to God, I understand. But also, like, you won't feel like that forever. The more that you speak about it, the more that you are able to begin to find a clarity, which it might not be like the total picture there and there, everything is clear, everything, oh, it makes sense now, oh, you have an aha moment, like a light bulb moment. It might not be like that, but like I said again, like, it's with time, you know what I mean? With time, things will start to make a bit more sense, and, like, everything that was falling apart, or it looks like it's falling apart, but really, it looks like it's falling apart, but really it's falling into place. And even though you can't see that right now, you can't see that today, it's okay, you don't have to see it. That's another thing as well. Like, I used to put pressure on myself as to, like, I need to know what's going on today, I need to know A, B, and C, I need to know the ins and the outs of this, I need to know, like, I had a need for wanting to figure things out, that everything needs to make sense, come to a place of where I'm able to accept it more. You know what I mean? I can accept the fact that If that don't make sense, okay, it don't make sense. I don't know the reason for it. And even if I don't know the reason for it today, maybe next week I will know the reason. Maybe next month I will know the reason. Maybe next year. I don't know and I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, really just getting to that place now of it is what it is.
Espaço pelo amor da minha saúde mentalmente. Espaço para sentir o que eu sinto sem ser julgada. Espaço para analisar onde eu fui errada. Espaço preciso de Deus para resolver meus problemas.